Okay, so I'm glad you guys are here. If we haven't met, my name's Holly. Today we're going to do a 75-minute class that I'm calling Ghosh Flow. And for those of you that don't know, if you practice 26 and 2 yoga or Bikram yoga, that sequence of 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises comes from a larger sequence of yoga from Bishnu Ghosh, who was Bikram's teacher. So Bishnu had a sequence of 84 postures. Bikram took 26 of those that, many of us practice daily or on a consistent basis. So this class is going to follow the same sequence as the 26 and 2, but we'll do some variations of those postures that are found within the Bishnu Ghosh lineage of yoga. And we will also do some sun salutations just to keep our heart rate up. So I'll try to kind of tell you what's coming next and walk you through it. If it is your first time doing any of these postures, please just take it easy, listen to your body. Same with everything else in life. The more you do it, the more familiar it becomes. So if we're doing something new and it's going kind of fast and it doesn't quite make sense to you, you're welcome to do something else, modify, skip it entirely. You can, watch me or others, anything like that. But just make sure that you're having fun and listening to your body. Okay, so we're gonna get started with 2 sets of pranayama deep breathing. Stand towards the middle of your mat, bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA. Sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Chin down, slowly bring your chin down, look straight ahead, lift your elbows all the way up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back, look way, way, way back for the wall behind you, arms forward, elbows touching away from your body. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Keep exhaling until your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out just like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath in the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, keep your feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose, against the back of the throat. Lift your elbows up, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, slowly push your head back, slowly empty your lungs, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full lungs. Exhale, head up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Elbows touch. 1. Inhale, head down. Synchronize your breath with your body movements. Chin down and elbows up. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Slowly head back. Slowly arms forward, elbows touch, lungs empty. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs, weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, suck your stomach in, expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, draw your abdominal wall in, chest up, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Just the neck and arms are moving. Keep the shoulders down, chest up, spine straight from the side. Exhale, head up. Just your head drops back. No backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels, weight in the heels. Inhale, head down. Let's make this the last breath. In the second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up, take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We look straight ahead. Next, we'll do half moon with hands to feet pose. We'll do 3 sets of it that get a little bit faster. And a spoiler alert, in the hands to feet pose, we will also make it into a sun salutation. I'll walk you through it if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Keep your feet together. Inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, make like Charlie's Angels hands. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, reach up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle for half moon pose. Keep the weight in your heels, push your hips a little forward, head and arms back. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush. Know where you need to be. Nothing you have to prove to yourself or anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Good, change. Inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Push your hips a little forward, head and arms back, stretch up tall out of your waist, and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right, coming down in a straight line. So no bend in the elbows, no bend in the knees. To get deeper in the posture, keep your chin lifted and your arms with your ears. Just push your hips further to the right to create a stretch on the right side body, but don't collapse. Contract your left arm as much as your right arm. Squeeze your left thigh as much as your right thigh, and breathe in and out through your nose. Get a little deeper at the end. Come down, push, push, push. Good, change. Inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. I'll show you from the side. Take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head all the way back, and then bring your arms back with your ears like you're trying to touch the wall behind you. So full spine back bending from coccyx to the neck. Good, lower back, middle back, upper back, bend your total spine, backward bending, try to fall down backwards, maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, beautiful. Inhale to come up, stretch up first. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head, and then go for a walk. Bend one knee, straighten the other, move your hips right and left. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding at the beginning of class. Your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Hands to feet pose, Padasana. Bend your knees halfway. At first, grab the backs of your calves or Achilles. Eventually, grab your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Wrap your elbows back. Touch stomach to thighs. Chest to knees, let your head hang heavy. Touch your face to your shins. Below your knees, no room for lighted air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Push your big toes up, lift your hips up, stretch your spine. Good. From here, if you've got a grip on your heels or the backs of your legs, release that grip and bring your arms forward in front of you, hands on the floor. Take an inhale and lift up halfway into a flat back. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, eventually the floor in front of you. Chin away from your chest, weight in your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank. And if high plank doesn't work for you today, you can come down onto your knees and tabletop. From here, we're gonna do a chaturanga. On your next exhale, roll forward a little bit, hug your elbows in, and come down so the arms are at a 90-degree angle. As you inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with your elbows bent and your thighs on the floor, or up dog with your arms straight and your thighs off the floor. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs are coming off the floor. If your thighs are touching the floor, bend your elbows. It is safer for your shoulders. On your next exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog. And if down dog doesn't work for you, no problem. Come down into child's pose, hips down and arms long. So every down dog can be a child's pose. Every high plank can be done on the knees. For down dog, reach your arms, for down dog, press your heels down. lift your hips up, contract the thighs, relax your head. If you're doing child's pose, reach your arms forward and sink your hips down so you're opening the hips and stretching the spine. Everybody take a slow inhale, slow exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, hands between your feet. As you exhale, bend your knees, soften your head, drop your head down. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, so we'll do that sequence 2 more times. Second set, a little bit faster. Feet together, arms overhead, sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Push your hips forward, upper body back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. Come down in a straight line. Keep the weight in your heels. Push your hips a little forward, upper body back, arms with your ears. Push your left hip forward to get your 2 hips in line. Now bring your right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Good, change, inhale to come up, stop in the middle. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. So this motion is part of what's called the half moon sequence. It's actually part of a moon salute, the same way that there's sun salutations. In Vishnu Ghosh's lineage of yoga, there's also salute to the moon and salute to the gods and goddesses. So we're kind of doing a hybrid between greeting the moon and the sun at the same time. Sort of fun. Come down, push, push, push. Good, change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open. Drop your head all the way back and then bring your arms back with your ears. It's a little bit hard for me to talk and do at the same time, so I'll talk you through it. Actively push your hands back. Notice if the knees are bending, lock your legs, squeeze your glutes, lift your chest, and now let's back bend together for 10 seconds. Arms back. Good, change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head, go for another walk. Bend one knee, straighten the other. If you've been here before, notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set and what's still a little tight. No right or wrong. Relax your head. Second set, hands to feet pose. Bend your knees halfway. Grab the backs of your legs or your heels from behind. Step on all 10 fingers. Wrap your elbows back, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face on the shins. Pull on your heels. Roll your weight into your toes. Lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down. Maybe you can stretch the legs a little bit more in the second set, but never going to a point of pain. It's more important to keep the upper body glued to the lower body. Pull on your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change. Bring your arms in front of you, and as you inhale, look up halfway, coming into a halfway lift, chin away from your chest, weight in your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, roll forward, hug your elbows in, bend down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog, back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb, root down there. Drop your head, press your thighs back, lift your hips up, bring the heels closer to the floor. Take an inhale, take an exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, hands between your feet. Exhale, drop your head, bend your knees. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Good, third set, feet together, arms overhead, palms together. This time, just cross your thumbs. Push palms together, push your hips forward, upper body back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left, come down. Keep the weight in your heels, keep your chin away from your chest. Arms with your ears, come down, push, push, push. Good, change, inhale to come up, reset, hips forward, arms back, shoulders down, chest up, stomach in, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. So shoulders down and chest up. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little forward, upper body back. Right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Good, change. Inhale to come up, third heart opener. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, drop your head back, keep your palms together, and bring your arms back with your ears. For 5, Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. No warm up this time. Grab the backs of your legs or your heels right away. Pull on your heels, roll forward and lift your hips up. Maybe the legs lock, maybe they don't. Up to you. Bend your elbows back, roll forward a little bit more, push your big toes down, lift your hips up, try to lock your legs. Good, change. Hands in front of you. Inhale, come up into a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into a high plank. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. If your heels are off the floor, maybe separate your feet a little bit more. See if you can get the heels down. Spread your shoulders wide, rolling the shoulders down towards your ribs. Drop your head, root down through the knuckles, lift your hips. Take an inhale, take an exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, bend your knees, relax your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, looking up, greeting the sun. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, awkward Utkatasana. First set normal. Step your right foot to the right, 6 inches, hip width distance, insides your feet parallel. Bring your arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels, sit down. Halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back. Keep 6 inches between toes, heels, knees and hands. Lift your chin up, chest up. Lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward, now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back, touch your head and hips to a wall behind you. Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part, squeeze your knees together. Let your heels come a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. Imagine you've got a ballot in between your knees. Don't drop the ballot. Stop whenever you want or when you're a ½ inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Good, and change. Slowly come up. Bide in your time. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. I'm working on my election material here today, so I hope you enjoy. Second set, we'll do some fun variations. Remember, you can just do like a regular second set, just like we did, or you can try some fun variations of the postures with me. Second set, awkward, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches, hip width distance, insides your feet, parallel. Bring your arms up, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. Option to stay here or bring your hands to heart center. Option to stay here or bring left elbow to right thigh, right elbow up, looking up, twisting the spine. Option to stay here or open the arms apart, look up towards your right thumb, open your chest like a flower petal blooming. Good, if your hands are open, bring them back into prayer, come back to the center line of your body. We'll do the other side. Bring right elbow to left knee. Try to bring hands together at heart center. Keep the weight evenly distributed in both heels. You can keep your hands here or open them out to the side. Notice if your hips are twisting, try to keep the hips even, look up, stretch. Good, bring your hands back to heart center. Coming back, now come up all the way, and now come up all the way onto your tippy toes. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. And for this one, you can stick your butt out and fold forward, bringing the arms back. Palms facing inward, so try to push palms a little bit closer together. Lift your heels a little higher, sit down more, folding forward. Good, change, carefully come up. Try to keep your heels lifted, arms parallel to the floor. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels sit down a little bit, and then slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Stop whenever you want, or when you're a ½ inch off your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, engage your abdominal wall. If you have healthy knees, see if you can come up 1 inch and hold. If you have healthy knees, see if you can come up 1 more inch and hold. Good, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Nice. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Let's do a sun salutation. Inhale, lift your arms up, looking up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, back flat. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, holding here for 1 breath. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Good. Inhale, look forward, step forward, hands, feet between your hands. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears looking up. Look forward, eagle pose. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm, right under left. You can grab shoulders, you can interlace fingers, or hands in prayer. Bend your knees, sit down into a chair, stay down there, and bring your right leg up and over your left leg as high as possible. Cross, twist, and breathe. So especially in the standing series, we will do some sun salutations. If those aren't working for you, please skip them. You can either just hold still, you can take some cat-cows, you can do another stretch, but just know if the sun salutations aren't working for you in between postures, you're welcome to skip them. Everything we do is optional. Sit down more, arch your upper body back. Good, change. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Exhale, swing your left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your nose. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down into a chair, stay down there. Lift your chest and bring your left leg up and over your right leg as high as possible, cross twist. We're not symmetrical. This side might feel a lot different than the other. That's okay. Notice if your knees are twisting to one side. Bring your knees to the left, back to center. Upper body to the right, back to center. Sit down more, pull your elbows down, arch your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Second set, we're gonna try and do arms and legs at once, a little bit more coordination. So as you exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm and your right leg over your left leg. Cross, twist, and breathe. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Good, bring knees to the right. Upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit down more, arch your upper body back at the end. Beautiful, change. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head, left side. Exhale, left arm, under right arm, left leg, over right leg. So under, over. Send red rover, over. Bring your knees to the left, upper body to the right, keep the weight in your heel. Can you bend your knees more, sit down more, pull your elbows down, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, we're gonna go into another sun salutation. Change, feet together, inhale your arms over your head, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back into your high plank. Keep exhaling, lower forward, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, holding here for one breath. On your next inhale, look between your hands, step forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears looking up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, change, party time. Let's grab a sip of water if you want. Woohoo! So I'm glad you guys are all here. So fun. Okay, cool. If you ever need to take a break, take a break. If you ever need to keep going, keep going. We will continue with the balancing series. The next three postures we balance on one leg, and we're gonna do something kind of fun, and we're gonna try to flow standing head to knee into standing bow. So you're gonna see if you can keep your foot off the floor for a little bit of time. Okay, first set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, abdomen in. Round down, and if you're able, pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked. Nice tight grip, don't lose the grip. If you've been coming for a while and you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg lock. Take a deep breath, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, and if you fall out, hop back in. If both legs lock, bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. Keep your right foot lifted. Now point your right toes. Bring your right hand up, out to the right. Reach back, pick up the inside of your right ankle, knees together. Left arm up and back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward as you kick your right leg back and up. So in standing head to knee, we flex the toes. In standing bow, we point the toes. And the more you point the toes, the more you can engage the hamstrings and the more you can kick. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, kick really hard. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly come up. Ooh, I fell out of that one. Let's do the other side. Shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, point your toes, flex your toes. This should feel really good to flex your toes right now. Engage your abdominal wall, round down and pick up your left foot. So my calf started to cramp towards the end of that balancing for so long. Flexing the toes back here is a great way to stretch the calf. If your right leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, lift your left leg up and really let it be a kick. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. If the standing leg is bending, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, bend elbows down, touch your elbows to your calf muscles, bring your chest down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Everybody mouth closed, eyes open, focus forward. Good, change. Slowly reverse out, keep your left leg lifted, point your left toes. Bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back and pick up the inside of your left ankle, knees together, hips even. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a deep breath, stretch up and go for it. Charge your body forward, simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. So standing head to knee is a rounded spine posture. It's a compression posture. We're compressing the front of the body. Standing bow, what we're doing here is a back bend, and it's a nice way to open through the front of the body. So let your stomach relax a little bit. Lift your chin, lift your chest, and come down for a back bend. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Slowly kick yourself out, feet together, arms down, take an inhale, take an exhale. Let's do second set. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, ram down, pick up your right foot. My heart is racing. Standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamppost unbroken. You have no knee. When you're ready, slowly lift your right leg up, heel forward, toes back. If both legs lock, puff up your chest, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Maybe put your forehead on your knee. Hold where you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change. Slowly reverse out. Try to keep that right leg lifted. Woo! Bring your right hand up. Bring it out to the right. Give yourself a high five. All right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right ankle. Left arm up and back with your ear, knees together. Lock your left leg. Point your right toes. Take a deep breath. Stretch up and slowly kick. Stretch and breathe. All 5 fingers together, thumb with your index finger, palm of your left hand faces the floor. Get your left arm parallel to the floor and come down. So abdomen should be parallel to the floor. Body down more, kick harder, kick up more. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Other side, shift your weight to your right leg. Lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlock, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. Here we go, lift your left leg up. Heel forward, toes back. This might be as far as you go today, that's okay. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance, then tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee, always taking it one step at a time, never rushing, just breathing. Lock your standing knee. Good, change. Slowly reverse out, step by step. Try to keep that left leg lifted. Whoop, bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left. Reach back, pick up the inside of your left ankle, knees together, right arm up and back. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. I find it really fun to fall out of postures. Sometimes it still surprises me. Reach your right shoulder forward, relax your left shoulder back. If you fall out 10 times, hop back in 11, never give up. Come down, body all the way down to parallel, leg all the way up, keep your chin lifted, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Come to the back of your mat and towel for Tula Dandasana balancing stick. First set normal, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs and lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step, lock both legs, point your left toes and tilt. Come down to parallel. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Left foot down, right foot back, arms back, puff up your chest, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and tilt. Charge your body forward. So actively stretch your arms forward as you bring the chest down and the leg up. Lift your heel a little higher, point your right toes, stretch. Good, change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, I'll show you from the side. Always an option to do balancing stick like we did, or I'll give you the option to come down into what's called standing splits. So feet together, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lift your chin. Step your right foot forward, a big step, lock both legs, point your left toes and come down to parallel. And once you're parallel, keep going. Try to go down with a flat back, like a seesaw coming all the way down. Hands to floor, start to lift the left leg up. You can keep your left hand on the floor like a second foot. Try to reach your right arm behind you, grabbing the back of your calf, bend elbow back, stomach to thigh, maybe chest to knee, maybe even face to the chin. Lift your left heel all the way up to the ceiling, attempting standing splits. Good. When you're ready, bring your left leg down to parallel. Bring your arms out in front of you. You can come up however you want. Eventually, you're going to bring your arms back with your ears and slowly reverse out. Left foot down, right foot back. I'm not quite there yet. Let's do the other side. Stretch up. Step your left foot forward, a big step. Lock both legs, point your right toes. Come down. Going all the way down with control, even till the very end. Good. Hands to the floor. You can keep your right hand on the floor close to your left foot. Bring your left arm close behind you and lift your right heel up. Eventually, both hands grabbing behind the Achilles. Maybe not today for me. Lift your heel a little higher. Stretch your spine down. Feel a nice stretch. Good. Bring your right leg down to parallel. Arms back out in front of you and change. Slowly come up. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Let's do a sun salutation. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, chin away from your chest. Exhale, put your hands on the floor, step back into high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, bend the elbows lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog, holding here for one breath. Good, on your next inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up. Exhale, hands back down at heart center. Wonderful. So the next three postures are what's called the separate leg series, where we're gonna be on separate legs. We're gonna flow the next three postures twice. The first one is like normal, like you would do in a 60-minute class. The second set, I'll offer some variations for postures. So we'll start with standing separate leg stretching. You're welcome to be at the top of your mat facing the long side of your mat. I'm gonna face you. Start with standing separate leg stretching. Inhale your arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. Arms down parallel to the floor. Turn your toes in. Lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good, looking forward all the way down. Grab your heels from behind, roll forward, and touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Everybody's proportions are different. You might need to take a bigger or smaller step. If you have long legs, a bigger step will probably help you get your forehead closer to the floor. If you can't grab your heels today, see if you can grab the outsides of your feet. And if you have tight knees or hamstrings, start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, take a moment to breathe. Good, change, carefully come up. Keep your feet wide for triangle, Trikonasana. Try taking a little bit of a bigger step. Turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right leg, and lunge. Sit down, lean back, and just move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee. Aim your right fingers between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, and breathe. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow, turn. Twist upper body back, lock your left leg. Keep your left foot flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side triangle. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. Sit down as low as you can. Stay down there, lean back and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers just above your big and second toe. Right arm up, look up, touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow turn. Twist upper body back like spine twisting posture. Lock your right leg. Keep your right foot flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in. Take a little bit of a smaller step, standing separate leg head to knee. Inhale your arms overhead, palms together, just cross your thumbs. Exhale, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in, push hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round your spine, chin tuck to chest, engage your abdominal wall, touch your exactly forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Stretch all 10 fingers just beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight into your right front leg, right hip up, left hip forward, 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, head up, last. Good, pick up your toes, pivot on your heels, pivot on your heels. Uncross your feet, my feet always crisscross in transition. Turn your back toes in, push hips forward, forward, forward. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Right, and exhale breath all the way down, chin tuck to chest. You can bend your front leg, touch your knee and head together. If you're having trouble touching your knee and head together, you might need a slightly bigger or smaller step. Remember, you can always bend your front leg. If your forehead and knee still aren't touching, no problem. Just do your best to round your spine. Eventually, forehead and knee come together. Good, push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, right? An inhale breath all the way up. Head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. So second set, you can do just like that. Otherwise, I will show you some other like fun variations of postures that you can try. Second set stretching, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, big step. Turn toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest and swan dive forward. Look forward, good. Put your hands on the floor in front of you. Take a slightly smaller step. We're gonna go into garland or malasana. So you want your feet maybe 2 to 3 feet apart, probably not wider than your mat. Turn your toes out and your heels in. It's a different pelvic rotation from regular stretching pose. Toes out, heels in, start to bend your knees and sit down. Now, depending on the physiology of your body, you might need a bigger or smaller step. At first, the heels might be super high off the floor. Eventually, heels come down. If that's easy, hands together, push the knees out. And if this is easy, turn your toes in so feet are parallel, but toes never turn in more than parallel. So this is how a lot of the world like watches TV, eats food, plays games, goes to the bathroom, but most Americans cannot do this. If you just do this for like 1 or 2 minutes every night, slowly the hips will start to open up. Good, as you're ready, put your hands back on the floor, lift your hips up, take a bigger step again, bring your arms out to the side and slowly come up. We're gonna flow into triangle and variations of triangle. Take a wider step, turn your right foot out, left toes in, bend your right leg, lunge, sit down, lean back and move your arms. Option to stay in the triangle pose like we do in the 26 and 2. You also have an option to put your right hand on the floor in front of your right foot and straighten both legs, looking up towards the ceiling. This is more of a triangle pose that you would see in Vinyasa or Ashtanga. Option to stay here, or we can do a fun posture called Bird of Paradise. If you want to try Bird of Paradise with me, bend your right knee again and bring your right hand in between your legs, almost like you're trying to like touch your own butt with your right hand. Drape your left arm behind you and see if you can catch your hands together. Awkwardly walk your feet back together. The more you do it, the easier it is to walk them back together. Try to bring your heels together to touch. Shift your weight to your left leg, engage your abdominal wall, and see if you can lift up. If you can lift up, try to straighten your right leg. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up. So if you've ever seen the flower Bird of Paradise, you can kind of see where there's a resemblance, right? As far as like the flower petal, I don't know the proper words for flowers, but you know what I'm talking about. Google Bird of Paradise otherwise. Okay, good. As you're ready, bend your right leg again. Bring your right foot back down to the floor. Separate your legs and we're gonna reverse out. Bring your arms back to parallel, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, 2 heels in line, other side. Bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, move your arms. Option to stay here in triangle pose like we do in 26 and 2. Option to put your left hand on the floor in front of your left foot and lift your hips up, straightening both legs as you look up and breathe. Option to stay here or go for bird of paradise on this side. Bend your left leg, lunge, bring your left hand in between your legs like you're trying to touch your back. Drape your right arm behind you, see if you can catch your hands. Walk your feet back together. The more you do it, the easier it gets. Try to bring heels together. Shift your weight to your right leg and lift up. Hips forward, chest up, straighten your left leg. So notice if you're leaning forward a lot, try to push the hips forward and lean back. And we'll do this in a minute in tree and toe as well. So hips forward, chest up. Good, when you're ready, bend your left leg again, plant your left foot back on the floor, take a wider step. We're gonna reverse out, bringing the arms back out to the side, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in. Take a smaller step, and this time put your hands on your hips for a variation of standing separate leg head to knee. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back toes in. Push hips forward, forward, forward. Now you can stay with your hands on your hips or see if you can bring your hands together behind you. I'll show you. You can have your hands like this, eventually palms together, maybe even bringing the hands up the spine. Maybe at first just holding onto your hands behind you. Balance, challenge, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So it'll help with your balance if your heels are in line but not crisscross. And it'll also help if you bring the majority of your weight into your front foot. Bend your front leg as much as you need. Take a bigger step if you need. Touch your knee and head together. Option to stay here or interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, and start to lift your arms up towards the ceiling, pointing your index fingers up towards the ceiling, eventually pointing your index fingers forward. Nice little shoulder rents. Good, as you're ready, if you have your fingers interlaced, reaching up, bring the hands back together in prayer, down your back, push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, change. Slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, head up last. Good, let's do the other side. Pivot on your heels, uncross your heels, that'll help with balance. Turn back toes in, push hips forward. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Bring the weight into your front foot, but do keep 2 heels on the floor. Bend your front leg as much as you need. The back leg should stay locked. Touch knee and head together. Option to stay here or interlace your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, and lift your index fingers up and forward. Nice shoulder rents, breathe. Good, if you have the fingers interlaced lifting up, bring the hands back down your spine, push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, change, slowly uncurl. Right hip forward, good, full stop at the top. Pivot on your heels, step your right foot back, arms down. Let's take a sun salutation. Inhale, lift your arms up, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, chin away from your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into high plank. Keep exhaling, lower forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Bend one knee, straighten another. Remember the sun salutations, everything we do are optional. Just want to make sure you're having fun. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Look between your hands, inhale, step forward. Exhale, bend your knees to rock your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms of your ears looking up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good. Next we do the hip opening series. We'll flow tree pose to toe stand. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right leg up. At first, your foot might be on your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to costume. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down so the sole of your foot is flat to the ceiling. Right hand up to the center of your chest. And if you can balance, left hand up. Breathe. You can stay here. You can also flow to another fun posture called toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes, it helps with balance. Suck your stomach in and fold forward. Maybe at first angling forward, eventually fingers to floor, walk your hands forward, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and breathe in and out through your nose. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. If you've got this, try kicking your right foot forward. And if you're like me, you might fall out, but eventually you will reverse back. Good, it's been a while since I did that. Okay, you can stay here. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor, we'll reverse out, lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg first, and then push your hips forward. You can always come up on 2 feet too. Good, change, right leg down, lock your right leg and lift your left leg up, holding space for the fact that this side might be different. Eventually heel to costume, sole of foot flat to ceiling, eventually let your left knee drop. You wanna feel it in your hip, not your knee. If you're feeling it in your knee, ease up a little bit, and also maybe like message me after class because I have a fun trick where you can still open the hip without straining the knee. Bring your left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. My foot slides on this side a lot, so I'm gonna hold on to my foot with my hand. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, don't move your eyes, fold forward. Put your hands on the floor before bending your knee. Once hands are on the floor, lean forward, lift your heel, now bend your knee and sit down. All of the weight should be in your arms as you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips and breathe through your nose. Left hand up, right hand up. If this is easy, try to kick your left foot forward and then reverse out. Okay, when you're ready, put your hands on the floor, lift your hips up, option to come up on 2 feet or change. Push your hips forward to reverse out. Woo, okay, change, left leg down. One last sun salutation, here we go. Inhale, arms overhead, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, last salutation. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back. Keep exhaling, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Try to press your heels down, lift your hips up, take an inhale. Take an exhale. Good. Inhale, look between your hands, look forward, step forward. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms to your ears, looking up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good. Change, party time or savasana. So you can grab a sip of water if you want, and then turn around, lie on your back for the rest of class. I'm just gonna adjust our camera angle here. Everybody's doing so great. Yes, you. Okay. Wonderful. So we're on the floor for the rest of class. And we start with savasana. So for savasana, lie down, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open. Arms down by your sides, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, breathing normal, savasana. Savasana is a gas station. Let it fill you up. Take a slow inhale through your nose and a slow exhale through your nose. Inhale, exhale, breathe in and breathe out. We continue. Pavanamuktasana, when you're moving pose. Lift your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee, pull your knee out and down and hold. Avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down extra hard, maximum pressure in your lower abdomen. Good, change, right leg down, left leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers, pull your knee out and down. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, that's normal. Flex your right toes back to your face. Try to anchor your leg, 2 hips and shoulders down. Good. Change, left leg down and both legs lift up. Grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Take a moment and notice if you're grabbing your elbows, just take note of what this feels like with the knees and the corners of your elbows. Good. Change, arms down and eyes open. And if you can't grab your elbows yet, or just not today, that's really normal too. Remember, you can always interlace fingers. So second set, bend your right leg up. And if you can, see if you can put your right knee in right elbow corner and then catch opposite elbows. So once again, grabbing elbows each other. If you can't quite grab your elbows yet, no problem. You can stick with that interlaced finger grip at the shin. Otherwise, bring left elbow a little to the left and right foot a little to the right. So your arms and chest make 4 90-degree angles. Good, change, right leg down, left leg up. So see if you can grab elbows each other and then notice if you're rolling way to the left. Again, bring right elbow to the right, left foot to the left. So 490-degree angles rather than an isosceles situation. Good, change left leg down and both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug, squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor, hold still, take a breath. Take another breath. And change, release, arms down and eyes open. Next, we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back today, any like history of slip discs or something just doesn't feel quite right, please skip the sit-up, roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach, no problem. Otherwise, we'll do a sit-up together. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Great, okay. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series. So for the spine strengthening series, we're gonna do it the way that it's done in the Vishnu Ghosh sequence. We're gonna flow all 4 postures together twice. So we're gonna go from cobra to locust, to full locust, to bow, take a savasana, and then do it again. Okay, so we'll start with cobra. Put your hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, keep your feet on the floor, look up and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, use 100% back strength. Beautiful. Come up halfway only, just your belly button on the floor, the rest of your chest is in the air. Elbows stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs. Push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down, put your chin on the floor, arms straight down by your sides, palms face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day, pinky fingers touch. If your thumbs are touching, flip your palms the other way, palms face the floor, knuckles touch the thighs, eyes open. Lock your right leg, point your right toes and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Stretch your big toe back, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your thigh up. Good, change, slowly right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So in cobra pose, we kept the feet down, but we lifted the chest up. In locust pose, we're pushing the chest down, but we're lifting the leg up, opposite motion. Good, change, slowly left leg down. Third part of locust, tuck your chin and mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you, micro bend your elbows, try to push your shoulders down. Squeeze your butt, lock your legs, feet together, point your toes, and both legs lift up. Try to keep your feet together, toes, heels, even knees touch, no bend in the knees. Mouth down, shoulders down, roll forward, lift your hips up, lock your legs. Good, change, slowly with control, lower down. Bring your arms out to the side for full locust, Purna Shalabhasana. Keep your feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything. Lifts off the floor, 747, taking off just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. So in cobra pose, we kept the feet down, but we lifted the chest. In locust pose, we lifted the feet, but we kept the chest down. And now in full locust, we're lifting legs and chest at the same time. Thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly with control, lower down, chin forward, bend your legs, reach your arms back and see if you can catch your feet and your hands. If you can't grab both feet, try grabbing one foot, and second set, we'll switch it up. Otherwise, point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up, and start to kick into your hands. Nice, continuously. Keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly with control, lower down. Look to the right, left ear on the towel, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. Take a slow inhale and a slow exhale. As you inhale, feel the backs of your ribs expand. As you exhale, soften through your shoulders and chest. Slowly lift your head and look to the left side of the room, right ear on the towel. Breathing normal. Feel your heart beating. You are so very alive. Good. Second set, here we go. Bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor. So second set, cobra. Make sure all 5 fingers together. A little bit more attention to detail in the second set. All 5 fingers together, hands on the floor, feet together. Lock your legs, look up and lift. So by pushing the hands down and pushing the feet down, it's a really good way to open the chest and wake up all of the muscles in the back. So a little bit of resistance between your hands on the floor, a little bit of resistance between your feet, hips in the floor helps to strengthen the spine muscles and open the chest. Roll your shoulders back and down, stretch your elbows down towards your hips, lock your legs, lift your chest. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms down, palms face the ceiling. Second set, locust, chin forward. Wiggle your arms underneath you, right, left, right, left. It's normal for the elbows to feel uncomfortable, but make sure you're never going to a point of pain. The arms can be out to the side if it's too much. Eventually, arms invisible under the torso. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. Imagine you're drawing a line up the back wall. Use your right big toe. Micro bend your elbows, press your shoulders down, triceps tight, right leg locked. Good, change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Notice if the knee is bending. Can you straighten your leg just a little bit more and then drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, sole of the left foot flat to the ceiling. Good, change, slowly left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin in, mouth down, kiss the towel. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. You can do it, shoulders down, mouth down. It's a mind over the matter posture. The matter is usually the mind. Root down through all 28 knuckles. Push the tips of your fingers down, lift your heels up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out to the side like airplane wings. Second set, full locust, feet together. You can do it, lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Maybe getting a little bit more height in the second set. Notice if the knees are bending, lock your legs, keep your feet together, toes, heels touching, all 5 fingers together, wrists straight. You want your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So you're not bringing your head too far forward or jamming it too far back. Feet together, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, chin forward, reach your arms back. Second set, floor bow. Bend your legs, grab your feet or the opposite foot from the outside. I just have to adjust my stomach a little bit here. Okay, point your toes, squeeze your butt to look up towards the ceiling and kick really hard into your hands. So push your feet into your hands. Try to touch the ceiling with your big toes. Squeeze inner thighs together. This is a great way to open the chest and bend the whole spine. Knees in, feet out, wrist straight. Look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change slowly with control, lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel. Send deep belly breaths in and out through your nose to massage the front of your body. Breathe deep into any point of tension. Good. Slowly lift your head and look to the other side, right ear on the towel. Shoulders down. Let your whole body be heavy. Take a slow inhale. And an even slower exhale. Good. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor. Let's do 5 push-ups. I'm gonna do them on my knees. You can do them on your knees or on your toes. So for chaturangas, you bend the elbows in. For push-ups, elbows at a 45-degree angle. So just make note of that when you're doing chaturangas in vinyasa and sun salutations. You wanna bend the elbows in rather than out. Good, okay. So too with the next 4 postures, the fixed firm series, we're gonna flow them twice, just like in the Vishnu Ghosh universe. So I'll start by showing you fixed firm from the side. Start in tabletop, open your feet, open your knees, and if you have tight toes or ankles, this might be enough here. As you're ready, slowly walk your hands back and eventually sit down between your heels. Make sure that you're sitting between your heels. If you're sitting on your feet, open your feet wider. You might not go very far. You can keep your hips lifted and your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. If you can sit down between your heels today, put your hands on your feet, bend your right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. Good. change. Put your hands on your feet, carefully push yourself up, and we're gonna go into, what's it called? We're gonna go into half tortoise. So come to the back of your mat and towel. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over head sideways, palms together, cross your thumbs. Stretch up tall and slowly go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, going down, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, active arms. Try to get elbows and wrists off the floor, palms together. As you inhale, reach your arms forward. As you exhale, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change. Carefully come up, arms with your ears. Nice, this time stand on your knees, open your knees and put your hands on your back for camel. I'll show you from the side. So for camel, 6 inches between knees and feet, placing your hands at your waistband spine. Squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. If this feels okay, to rock your head back. You can stay here or go back halfway. You can stay here or right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, look for your toes behind you. Good, when you're ready, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, and then come to the middle of your mat and towel, knees, feet together, hips on your heels for rabbit, Sasangasana. I'll keep showing you from the side. So sitting on your heels, make L's with your hands, like little bunny ears, and then flip the L's down. Reach, grab your heels from the outside. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down, round your spine. So in camel pose, we did a back bend. In rabbit pose, we're doing the opposite. We're rounding the spine. Grab your heels, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, press feet, ankles, shins, knees down, lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up, very last. Nice. Turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Breathing normal. Feel everything lengthening, spine softening. You're welcome to take a prolonged Savasana. Otherwise, I will provide an optional abdominal wall strengthener. So for this, you're gonna bend your knees up. So feet come off the floor. So knees are bent, knees over hips. So shins parallel to the ceiling, okay? Lift your head off the floor, interlace your fingers, and place your hands behind you at the nape of your neck. From here, straighten your right leg and bring right elbow towards left knee, looking to the left side of the room. Bring your right knee back into center, spine back to center. Straighten your left leg and bring left elbow towards right knee, looking to the right side of the room. Bring your knee back to center, spine back to center, and we're just gonna go a little bit faster, some bicycle kicks. So elbow to opposite knee, other leg straightening, feel your abdominal wall kicking in. This will help with all the sit-ups. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, change, slowly lower back down into Savasana. Option to skip the sit-up by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head. Flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful. Turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel for a second set. So you're welcome to do the second set of those postures just like you did the first time. Otherwise, I'll provide some fun variations. So second set, fixed firm, open your knees, open your feet. You can stay here or walk your hands back. If you can sit down between your heels, put your palms on your soles, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other. So to get deeper into the posture, you can lift your chest a little higher or bring your knees together. For those of you who have happy, healthy knees, and you would like to attempt a little bit more of a stretch to the tops of your thighs, to your quadriceps, squeeze your butt, keep your knees on the floor, and see if you can lift your hips up. So knees stay down, but hips lift up. Lower your hips back down. We'll try 2 more times. Squeeze your butt, press your hips up, keep your knees on the floor. Lower the hips back down. And last time, only if it feels good, squeeze your glutes, press your hips up. Good, hips lower down and change. Put your hands on your feet, carefully come up, head up last. Come to the back of your mat and towel. I will continue to show you from the side. You can do a second set of half tortoise, or you can try a wide-legged child's pose. So for wide-legged child's pose, open your knees, keep your feet together, and walk forward. So this time, palms on the floor. Head down, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, and breathe. Good, change, walk yourself back up. Come to the top of your mat and towel for second set camel. Second set camel, you can do normal, or if you have it in your practice, you can try full camel. If you do not have full camel in your practice, talk to me after class and I can walk you through some stuff. So knees apart, feet together, you can go into camel like you would regularly, or hands at heart center. Drop your head back, keep your eyes open, and slowly go backwards. Taking whatever depth of camel you want today. And holding here. Good, when you're ready, change. Sink your hips down. You're welcome to do a second set of rabbit, stretching up. Tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Or for those of you that have shoulder stand in your repertoire, you can do a shoulder stand rounded spine posture. I'll show you from the side, lying on your back. Place your hands underneath your butt, bend your knees, and then lift your hips up. You can stay here, or you can start to bend your knees in. So knees come close to ears, maybe even grabbing heels. So we're rounding the spine, but rather than being on our shins, we're on our shoulders. Good. Okay, if you're in rabbit pose, bring your hips back down, change. If you're in shoulder stand or plow, lift your legs back up and then bring your hips back down, change. If you were in shoulder stand and you would like to do a counter stretch, put your palms on the floor, wiggle your hands underneath you so palms face down, and we'll do fish pose. Bend your elbows, drop your head. So it's a counter stretch, shoulder stand, breathing here. Okay, if you're in fish pose, untuck your head, neck on the floor, bring your arms out, and then everybody, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat, heels together, toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Slow inhale, slow exhale. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. Here we go, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel. We're gonna do head to knee, stretching, and then spine twist. First set normal, all flown together. Right leg out, left leg in. Arms over your head. Stretch up, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, and put your forehead on your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing, under the ball of your foot, flex your toes back. If it's easy to touch your knee and head together with a bent leg, try straightening your leg, but forehead and knee never separate, they're like BFFs. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, round your spine, go down. So it's a great way to practice the grip for standing head to knee without having to balance. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, maybe leg straight, maybe leg locked, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lie down on your back, let your spine realign and sit up. Good, Paschimottanasana stretching. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers, peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Knees together, feet together. Lift your chest and start to walk your hips back. This one you wanna go down with a straight spine, a flat back. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep your chest lifted. If your legs are straight, lock your legs, puff up your chest, and start to fold forward. Elbows to floor, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Good, stay where you are, come up, bend your left leg on the floor, spine twist, touch your right heel to your left knee corner, right arm close behind you, left arm lift up and over, grab your left knee with your right hand, hand, heel, and knee touch, inhale, stretch up, abdomen in, exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your right hand behind you for balance or option to grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh, inhale, stretch up, exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, maybe showgirl. Wee, okay, other side, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee corner, left arm behind you, right arm up, stretch up and over. Grab your right knee with your right hand, that's an adorable dog. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. Ali, is that you, is that Cora? You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. So for second set, you're welcome to do those same variations, or I'll give some like fun options that you can do instead. Here we go, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Good, okay. So for second set head to knee pose, you can have your legs a little bit wider. In regular head to knee, you want your legs at a 90-degree angle. This one, you can open your legs a little bit more. You have an option to have your right hand on the outside of your thigh or inside of your thigh and reach your left arm up. Option to look forward or look up. And if it feels good, you can even bring forearm to floor. You can practice maybe catching the foot with one or even both hands. Looking up, right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, open your chest like a flower, petal, blooming. Good, change. Slowly reverse out. Let's do the other side. Left leg out, right leg in, maybe hand on the outer or inner thigh, right arm up overhead, option to look forward or look up, option to stay here or come down onto your forearm, maybe even catching your foot with one or both hands. Opening the chest, drop the shoulders, try to press your right hip down. Good. Change, carefully come up, bring your right leg out, and this time put your hands on the floor and with a straight spine, try to fold forward. So you want to stick your butt out a whole bunch and try to go down with a flat back. At first you're here, eventually forearms to floor, eventually chest on the floor. Looking forward, stick your butt up, stretch your spine, nice tall spine. Good, change, carefully walk yourself back up, and this time I'll give a couple different variations for spine twist. Option to sit crisscross applesauce, or if you have it in your repertoire, you can try lotus pose. You can also try half lotus pose. Bring your right hand behind you, inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, place your left hand on your right thigh. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you, or if you're in lotus or half lotus, you can try for the bind, catching your right foot with your right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind. Bring your left hand behind you, right arm up, stretch up, and over. Place your right hand on your left knee. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the bind. In general, with lotus pose, you always want the left foot on top and the right foot underneath. There's a reason for that I'm happy to explain to you after class if you would like, but I do not have time right now. If you're doing half lotus, you can always switch the leg. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. Good, change, come back to center. And if you do have lotus in your repertoire, try to do bound lotus. So grabbing both feet from behind. And then I think you kind of look like a bust, right? You can't really see your shoulders. Fun, okay, cool, change, turn around, Savasana. So what I want you to understand is like between 26 and 2 yoga and sun salutations, the whole kingdom of yoga opens up for you. Especially in the 26 and 2, it's a beginner yoga sequence, but everything we're doing is like preparing you to do more intermediate or advanced postures. And I say that to mean like do it the right way in the 26 and 2, and it'll serve you later on, like when you're trying to do lotus or bound lotus or do a bind in something, it'll serve that purpose if you like really focus on 26 and 2 properly. And the other cool thing about 26 and 2 is like it's a lifelong practice and it is deeply healing, right? It's challenging for everyone, but it's accessible to everyone. So if you want to go into advanced or intermediate yoga, it's a really great foundation, but it's also just a really nice place to like have a consistent practice and kind of like a safe yoga space where you can always practice. I digress. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, but to me, it's 26 and 2 is like still the most beautiful sequence, and this fun stuff that we did today is just like something fun to do together. So we're gonna do 2 sets of Kapalbhati. First set normal, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs, arms locked. If it hurts to sit on your feet, don't do it. Sit on your butt, crisscross applesauce. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate, let's breathe together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. So fun fact, in every other style of yoga, Kapalbhati breathing is done through the nose. It's only in Bikram or 26 and 2 yoga where we do it through the mouth. So you're welcome to do a second set exhaling through the mouth, or you can try it as other styles of yoga do where you exhale through your nose with sealed lips. I'm gonna do it through the nose. Every once in a while, if you're like, I don't know if this is working, put your hand in front of your face and you'll feel the breath coming out, just to remind yourself that it's working. Okay, sit up tall, take an inhale through your nose, and begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs, be still. We started 1 or 2 minutes late and we ended class 2 or 3 minutes late. So if you need to go, I totally understand. Otherwise, join me for final Savasana. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Be here now. This is the gift that you've given yourself. The opportunity to be in the present moment. Not thinking about something that already happened or something unknown yet to come. Just sitting here with this breath in this body, with these people, even if it's virtual, in this breath, in this body, in this unique time and space. The same way that you'll never step into the same room twice. You never quite step into the same yoga class twice. So take a moment just to soak in all that you accomplished, enjoying your practice, enjoying your own company. Slow inhale, slow exhale. You are so very alive.